Thank you, Catherine. I'm Miss Davenport. I'm cultural attaché to Improsia. Welcome. I have a few things to say before we begin. First off, I've been told that I have to tell you to silence your cell phones. So anything that makes a beep or a buzz or other unseemly noise, please silence that now. I personally don't care, but we did have an incident last time with the gentleman, Mr. C. Well, for legal ramifications, we're actually not allowed to talk about it, but I think it's best to avoid. All right. And also, coming up in this very space, we have C. I think it's circa. Got it? Circa? They didn't write circa. It's just C? C 1993. I don't think that's how I've heard it, though. C. Circa? Catherine? Yeah. Circa 1993, You Never Step in the Same River Twice. It is from October 21st through November 19th, 8 p.m. Thursday, PWYC. Thank you. Friday and Saturday, welcome. And then classy nonsense. Actually, I'm going to give this to you. Classy nonsense, October 28th. Through November 18th, 11 p.m. late. Fridays and Saturdays. PWYC. Industry night. Monday, 11/14. Classy nonsense. Lovely. So you'll all be coming to see that. Thank you. Now, oh, just 1 second. Hello, Mr. Commissioner. No, I do appreciate you giving me that notification. Actually, no. See, we've been through this before, and our insurance is completely paid up, and any fire damages will be covered. 4 people. 4 people? Well, not critical, though, right? Okay. Well, you know, I will send the policy on to you, and I'm sure everything will be fine. No, and also a formal letter of apology, of course. Yes. Thank you, Commissioner. All right. Siri, remind me to pay the police policy. In 2 days. I'm sure you'll get to it. Now, before we bring out the gentleman, I do have a few things that I have to go over with you for your own comfort, and for our comfort, mostly for our comfort. So, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Did you get a beverage? Good, excellent, excellent. Now, the first thing is, if ever any of the gentlemen come into the audience, welcome. Welcome. Please, I believe your seat's up there. If the gentlemen ever do come into the audience, I would appreciate you sitting very still and raising your right hand, and I will come and assist you. Very good, Mr. Conti. If you raise your right hand, I will come and assist you. Hello. Now, this is important, so I'm going to let these people hear as well. The gentleman will not be physically touching you tonight. If the gentleman physically touch you, please raise your right hand. Please show me. Right hand. Very good. And I will come and assist you. Excellent. Now, I would like to give the gentleman some things to observe and investigate. They've been investigating things and people and observing people all day long, but sometimes I'd like to throw them for a loop. So, does anyone have an object with them that might be a little non-traditional, or something that you might be willing to? Yes. It's very exciting. This had better be very good. You have something interesting? It's kind of interesting.
Birthday present.
Oh, well, okay. We will do our best to keep it intact. I don't know that the gentleman will know what the symbol means. Does everyone know what the symbol means? It's a terribly young audience. Mr. Conti?
I think there was a TV series.
Oh, yes.
Only like one episode had something to do with that.
When your parents were out of town.
Yeah.
All right. Now, does anyone else think they can trump this? Do they think that they've got something more interesting than this?
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this will go very well, I'm sure. Thank you. Oh, boy. You look very familiar. Did I see you today? Where were you today?
I was in my car a lot.
You were in your car a lot.
Yeah.
I was not in your car. Did you get out of your car, go to a public place?
I did, here in Capitol Hill.
Where was it?
Lots.
Lots.
I was on Broadway. I was at Bartell Trout.
Oh, that's where I saw you. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy, will you come up here for just a second? Just have a seat. I'm Miss Davenport.
Hello.
Cultural attaché to Improsia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Amy, you were at Bartell's. Now, may I ask what you were getting there?
I was with someone and I was getting items for them.
Items, that sounds personal. What kinds of things might you may have been perhaps possibly buying for your friend? Just theoretically.
Theoretically, mouthwash.
Oh.
Hydrocortisone cream.
Oh.
What else? Hair coloring items.
Hair coloring items.
I have the receipt with me.
You do?
I mean, I need it back.
Oh, I would love to see it. Then we can really...
Yeah. Let's see.
You're keeping this for tax purposes.
Reimbursement purposes.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. This was quite a... why did you need the lighters?
The individual smokes.
Individual. Let's talk about the latex gloves. You didn't ask. Oh, okay. So you are just a driver. You were following this person around while they got their Alka-Seltzer plus cold medicine. Which is that the kind that you need to show your driver's license for?
No.
Oh. Arid Clear. That's deodorant. And hydrocortisone. Nice and easy light beige.
That's the preferred color for the individual.
Light
He
beige.
normally does 105, and they didn't have 105, so we got 103.
Have you colored your hair?
I have.
You
yes. Yeah.
Excellent. And how did that go?
I like it. I normally enjoy my hair color to be black.
Ooh.
So this is like the dark end is coming out.
Oh, okay.
And I've done red, like a dark red.
What color is it under the hat?
Under the hat, it's kind of a natural.
Okay.
And I have a nice, glorious gray streak that's coming in.
Oh, it's dignified. It's dignified.
I want it to come in like quicker.
Oh, so you
So
want
I
it really
have-
I have a
yeah.
friend that's going gray on purpose. Yes, she's very proud of it. So I think, hurry it up, right?
Totally.
Totally. Well, Amy, you are fascinating. Can we all just applaud and enjoy Amy? Thank you so much for sharing that receipt with us. So many things you can get at the pharmacy. Most of them embarrassing. All right. Well, now, I think it might be time for us to have Improsia join us. Are you ready to greet the gentleman? Okay. Now, Again, stay very still. Oh. Mr. A.
I learned that a hamster does not fit in all the holes people say it does.
Mr. A, I am afraid that I will require a little bit more explanation. What holes are we talking about?
I tried putting it into a mouse hole. It fit.
Good.
And then I tried putting it into a nail hole.
Did people tell you that a hamster would fit into a nail hole?
No. They said they get small when they need to fit into things.
Mr. B?
Miss Davenport, that person right there is very happy.
Her name is Amy.
I have proof that she is happy, Amy.
Oh, very good. What is the proof, just because she's smiling?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a person smile when they're not happy?
Probably.
Yes. They are called politicians.
Well, I guess we can't assume that they're not happy. How would one know, Mr. B? Can you please show me a person that might be, Mr. B?
Yes.
Please show me a...
There, now she is frowning.
She's smiling there.
Oh, it adjusts. This camera has betrayed me.
Smiling politicians. Did you, after the hamster or before a hamster, observe politicians? It's election season.
It is. I've been seeing them on television.
Oh, show me, Mr. A.
Well, first you were for abortion, and then you were against abortion. Before you were for taxes, and then you flip-flopping motherfucker. That's what you are. You're a fucking Mormon ass.
Mr. A, I don't believe that I've ever heard a politician use that kind of language in a debate.
No, I added that myself. It's called subtext.
No, Mr. A, we don't add subtext, we only observe. Mr. B, Mr. C, what's so interesting? It makes me terribly nervous when you're over here so quiet.
I found a receipt with private things.
Oh. Well, it's not Amy's receipt, so where is it from?
I do not know. My briefcase.
I recall having those things, but I do not recall paying for any of them.
Oh,
Then how did we get a receipt?
aha, someone paid for them, finally. So, Mr. B, Mr. C, what is on the receipt?
Imodium AD.
Oh, that's personal.
Nacho cheese pretzel.
That's probably the cause of the Imodium.
Large Dasani water. Subtotal. Comments, inquiries. Total. Thank you for shopping.
Transaction.
And it was sold by Fitachu.
Oh, no, Mr. A, no.
I do not know what this is.
Well, it's a dog leash, I believe. Is it a leash for a dog? Not a person, although I'm...
Where is the dog?
Oh, no, Mr.
Where is the dog?
Mr. B, please let Mr. A go.
This leash has more than one purpose.
If it is a dog leash, where is the dog?
I am sure the dog is at home.
This is a bag that poop goes in.
It's true.
Yes.
You know, gentlemen, actually, come around. Mr. C, please join us. There's been some very interesting conversation today around pharmacies and the things that you might purchase at a pharmacy or store. And since we found a receipt, and we talked about the last time that Mr. B went to a store and found that he had purchased things without technically purchasing them, we are going to go over what happens in a store.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, what happens when you go into a pharmacy? Generally, it's a place where one would get things like shampoo or hair color or latex gloves.
Or poop bags.
Or poop bags. Poop bags in a grocery in a pharmacy? Okay. And then generally one would browse down the aisles. We don't touch anyone. We don't touch anyone at all. No.
No.
Nor do we stare at them for minutes on end. We just go about our business and we pick out things that we might need, and maybe we pick out some things that we don't need, and you go up to the register and you purchase them with money that you have earned money that you have either earned or has been given to you. You do not pay with money that is not yours, Mr. A.
Why would I want to do that?
Mr. C. Gentlemen, let's just do a scenario in a pharmacy. I'll take that from you, please.
Yes. Hey,
I'm gonna need a new poop bag.
Oh, no, no. No, I suppose that kind of receptacle might also be at a pharmacy. Let's just keep to the non-medical aisle. There's lots of things you can get at a pharmacy.
It's not good for you.
Oh, I know.
Well, you should buy things that are healthy for you. Check the sodium first.
I need a can of that, but I don't want to touch you.
I am busy shopping.
I just need a can of that.
Shopping.
I just see you're getting awfully close.
I'm shopping.
You're getting. I love your breath.
Mr. C, that doesn't seem like appropriate behavior for any public place. Why do you think that your character was doing that to Mr. A's character?
I've seen a lot of odd characters at drugstores.
Yes.
I guess that is true.
Especially the people who buy food at drugstores, because they do not know that it is the wrong store to buy food at.
All right, let's go to the health and beauty section, shall we? Things like shampoo and hair color and makeup and the like.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
When
look just like the girl on the package.
I know. I'm putting him on exactly the way it shows on here.
Right.
How much is this thing anyway?
It doesn't matter. It's half empty. They'll give it to you free now.
I'll just say it was partially used.
Here. Make it shine.
Ow, it burns. It burns.
Oh, there's some Dasani water we can put on.
You look like a hooker.
I am a hooker.
Yeah. You know what you are? Efficient advertising right here.
Yes. They say be what you are. You can't judge a book by its cover unless you got a good cover.
And on that note, I suppose that wasn't all that inaccurate. Let's talk about the interactions you have with the workers there, because you had a very difficult interaction with a worker at a store just recently, Mr. B. Yes, yes, yes. Do you remember the letter of apology that we wrote together?
Yes, I do. I wrote the letter B and you wrote the rest.
Yes. And I suppose we'll continue to do that. I did hear from the fire marshal today, Mr. C.
How is Hank?
Hank is good.
Oh, good.
All right. Interaction with someone who works at the pharmacy.
Yes.
A pharmacist.
Harris. William Harris.
You know, I'm just a little I'll just get it myself.
No, Listen, freeze just for a moment. Mr. A,
Yes.
did you just go behind the pharmacist's counter and pick up your own medication?
He was busy with Mr. Harris.
Okay. Continue.
William Harris? Going once?
Hey, can I buy Sudafed if I don't have a driver's license?
I don't know, I don't drive.
Okay.
Going twice? Beverly Swanson? Beverly Swanson? You gotta pay for it up front, I just dole it out.
Oh, okay.
You made me lose my place. Are you Beverly Swanson?
No.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I think some empathy might be in order here. Switch. Now, let's just see how this makes you feel.
Benjamin Harris? Benjamin Harris?
I'm right here. And I'd appreciate if you would acknowledge me.
You have to use your words, Mr. Harris.
I'm Benjamin Harris.
Son of a bitch.
I have a driver's license.
I have a driver's license.
Mine says Benjamin Harris.
Here's half the pills. There's the other half. Pay up front. Barbara Sherman.
I suppose that was an equitable way to deal with that, Mr. C. I don't think it was entirely legal. And I don't believe it would actually happen. Now, I want you to actually purchase a tchotchke from the pharmacy. Mr. B, I hope you don't know what that stands for.
Stands for a bunny who's going to a wedding.
Bunnies must get married a lot because they have lots of children.
Exactly. Now, show me an interaction that's normal.
Hi, excuse me. I'm looking for a stained glass.
It's pretty stained. I was just drinking from it. Wow. You could have it.
Thank you.
Yeah. We don't normally get customers like you here.
Really?
Yeah, so you're into this sort of thing, eh? My dad used to keep glasses like this under his bed.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
In public.
I thought we were in public.
You are in public. You're in public.
Oh.
Remember the talk that we had about how love is fine in private? You're in public.
See? Very well. This transaction will cost monetary value.
Oh, yeah.
I'll need some monetary exchange to make this a business transaction and not at all personal.
I say we go into the break room, where it's not public.
That sounds good to me.
Still technically public. I don't know. Mr. A, can you explain to them the difference between public and private? We seem to have a hard time grasping that.
Yes, when it is private, it is sex. When it is public, it is intercourse.
No. No. I don't even.
So that means that everything we've seen is intercourse.
Yes.
Why are you seeing intercourse? We've made it very, very clear that the interactions in people's private homes is to stop. Mr. A?
Am I having intercourse with you?
No.
Right now? I'm not touching you. What am I doing?
Standing.
Is standing intercourse?
No. No, it's not.
Can standing be intercourse?
Pharmacies. Where does one get a prescription for or to go to the pharmacy?
The doctor.
Exactly. Now, we've already gone over appropriate doctor behavior, and I am sure that this time you have it. Remember, you go and you sit in the waiting room, and the nurse calls you back, and you go and you sit in the chair, and you get your temperature taken and your blood pressure taken. You do not eat anything in the room. You do not touch the nurse in any kind of inappropriate or appropriate way. In fact, Mr. B, you are not allowed to touch any nurse ever. There's a whole order against it now. Show me. Do it right.
I'm going to lift your arm and place it in the sphygmomanometer. Because I want to take your blood pressure, but I want to warn you in advance that I'm going to touch you. I'm not asking permission because I am an authority in medicine, but I'm going to take your arm now. Right there, I'm going to lift your arm, and I'm going to put it in the sphygmomanometer. And everyone understand, I'm just taking his blood pressure. We're not having intercourse. I'm just wrapping it around his arm. It's wrapped around his arm. That's the only appendage I'm wrapping or touching is his arm.
What is the good thing?
And the thing I'm pumping is going to increase the pressure on his arm. You're going to hear some pumping, and you might hear some moaning as it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. But everything in this room is completely appropriate.
Talking to me. I'm right here.
I have to listen to your blood pressure.
From what?
Very, very good. I think that's the most successful I've ever seen. So, with that in mind, I think that we still need some work on the public interactions in stores and the like. So, what I would like for you to do, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C,
Yes.
is to go and make some observations of real people who are not having intercourse nor sex in public nor private. In a store. Now. Go make observations and come back and we'll see what you've learned. Honest observations.
Yes, Miss Davenport.
Yes, Miss Davenport.
I think we could all use a drink. Thank you, Catherine. Well, so, the gentlemen have been making their observations and they will be returning and they will be sharing some of their observations with us. Before I bring them back, though, I would like to get a suggestion from you. Now, please recall what I said about raising your right hand. We do not shout here at the annex. No. This is no snorting either, really. What I would like for you to give me, think very, very hard about is a moral or ethical dilemma that the gentleman can explore. A moral or ethical dilemma, should you pick up a piece of trash off of the ground when someone else is paid to do that? Should you... Is it okay to steal office supplies from work? Moral or ethical dilemma from a right hand. Any right. Very good. Yes?
Is it okay to have public displays of affection?
Oh, well, thank you. All right, we'll just tackle this head on, shall we? I think you might know what is in store for you. What is your name?
James.
James. All right. James. James, we will be exploring whether it's okay to have public displays of affection. Now, before I call them back, I think we should better listen in. I think that I can get one of them. Maybe we can all hear. Usually just one at a time. Outside. Oh my. Did that sound like a door to a house? They're not allowed to have phones. Oh. I did say observe people, didn't I? Oh shit. I didn't hear him turn that off, did you?
In this case, is the comedy.
In this case, the drama.
In this case, the smarts.
right in front of everybody. Everybody saw them kiss.
Everybody did.
Everybody.
The whole stadium.
The whole stadium.
It's like you mean like there's like 4,000.
How many ever people fit in a stadium?
It's like 4,000, right?
I think.
Well, which stadium was it?
Yeah, good point. What stadium?
Yeah, it was inside.
Some of them have like
This was
10.
during a baseball game.
Oh, that's like 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, our team sucks this year.
Right.
Yeah, so it's more like 1,000.
I'm talking about how many could sit. I'm talking about possible people. Who
Yeah, a total possible
Right.
15,000 people
15,000.
plus those on television because they televise games.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't tell you if it was televised. I wasn't watching television while I was at the game, except for the big TV up there where 15,000 people saw them kiss.
So the game was sold out?
I don't know.
That depends.
We
Because if
just
it's sold out, then it's on the
15,000 people,
television.
yeah.
Because if it's not sold
I was being hypothetical.
Sold out, it goes from like 15 to like 100,000.
It probably wasn't sold out. They're not a great team.
Okay, that's better then, because that means it's on the radio, and then people didn't see it. You know what I mean? Like you can't see it when it's on the radio.
Are you going to use the bathroom or not?
I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you a story.
Everyone sees them kiss.
Yeah.
Like, that's really an appropriate thing to make two 9-year-olds do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And there's a heart around them. And it says true love. Like, that's not a lot of pressure to put on someone.
No, totally.
They always start them early. I mean, think about like Sadie Hawkins dance and crap like that. You know, homecoming is just to pair people
They
up.
don't do that when you're 9. They don't do Sadie Hawkins when you're 9.
What do they do when you're
Wait
9?
till you- I don't know. They do something else. It's like something else.
I don't think they've done Sadie Hawkins since I was 9.
You gotta do Sadie Hawkins because because the ladies have to have a chance.
It's just
to
called
have,
a solo now.
I disagree with that.
Because it's a female empowering thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But
Solo
didn't-
doesn't mean anything to me.
Didn't it turn out she was some like horrible person? So
I
they
don't
had to
know.
change it?
I don't know.
I don't know. She's a real person?
I mean, she's a historical person.
Sadie Hawkins is a...
She's
Wait a minute. Who kissed who? Because if she kissed him, right?
What kind of crappy historical person gets a dance named after? You know, you get like a holiday or a road or a building.
Holly
Damn.
kissed Kenny on the lips.
So it was a Sadie Hawkins if Holly initiated the kiss.
Probably.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But it's not the point.
Well,
No. They don't do Sadie Hawkins at baseball games.
oh, what is it there?
I don't know. Maybe that's a 7th inning stretch. Right? Because you're like...
That's what I
I assure you, that is not how it went down. There wasn't any smooth move by a 9-year-old.
Holly kissed me.
Holly kissed.
I saw the entire thing. I just wanted you to know that I saw the entire thing.
Well, why didn't you do something about it?
It was in the moment.
You were in the moment.
Well, the kissing cam.
As your principal, I just need to point out that it's not appropriate behavior for the hallway.
We were just picking actual couples. They're not a real couple.
It's hard to have this kind of conversation if you're not going to actually settle down and listen to the words that I'm saying. Okay? Janice, I'll wait. Okay. Are you comfortable, Janice? You're comfortable now. Okay? Are we settled? We're settled now.
I can leave?
No, we're not settled. We're settled down. Janice, we still need to talk about it. Because
Not really.
it's not appropriate behavior
Not much to talk
for
about.
the hallways.
I mean,
Janice, look up. Not appropriate behavior for the hallway.
It was just like holding hands. That's all. It's just. You got photos of it?
There's this one.
Take a photo of me?
There's this one.
Why would you take a photo
This one.
why would you Rob Lowe went to prison? Why would you do that?
Here's the deal. We don't want to show your parents these. We don't want to, okay?
Who's we?
We. You got me? Right? Janice, you hear me? Looking up, Janice. Looking up. Look up. Look up. We don't want your parents to see those, correct? You
Dare you. To show my parents the photos you took of me being intimate. Would you like to take a photo now?
There is a camera right here in the corner.
You have no shame.
Recording this. Dare me. You dare me. Do you really? Janice. Dare.
I don't know.
Not funny.
Maybe we can work out a deal.
Oh, I think we can. I think we can work out a deal. All right?
Okay.
We're going to lay down what's going to happen in the hallway and what's appropriate to happen in the hallway. And that's what's going to happen. Meanwhile, I've got cameras everywhere. Everywhere.
So we can't hold hands in the hallway anymore.
Everywhere. If you think there's not a camera, there is.
Saying I'll probably get in trouble if I even talk to you in the hallway.
Is that how you got this job?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much at a point where if you show any sort of affection, be it a public display or otherwise, of someone, then they get in trouble. They're calling it an epidemic, which is weird, because it's just people being
Everywhere.
friendly. I like it when we're friendly. I like being your friend.
I like being your friend too. You know.
But if we get caught being friends, then I probably won't get into a good college. You can bump my fist. It's like an aggressive hand hug.
Listen to me. Even Janice isn't like Janice. She's a bad girl. And, you know, even she's stopping.
I know.
Do you think this is where Bloody Knuckles came from? Two guys who just didn't want to quite admit it.
Probably my hand hurts, and so I imagine there's blood rushing to my hands, getting ready to make little bruises. And they're probably going to appear as little hearts because this is from affection.
I'll make you a bandage and wrap it around your hand.
Thank you, but you'll have to do it not in public. We're going to get in trouble.
Oh God.
We're going to get in trouble.
Well, then we'll just keep it at, you know, when we visit each other. Just you and me when we visit.
Okay.
And then in school, we don't.
Okay. Also, my mom says you're not allowed to visit anymore.
How did that happen?
Because the counselor called up and explained what was happening and everything and said that it looked like...
Janice said he has cameras everywhere.
Those are expensive. Cameras cost like $100 to $1,000 each, depending on what sort of camera you have. So if he has cameras everywhere, then the school is lying about its
You think it's
budget
like
problems.
IMAX? You think he has an IMAX camera?
Yeah, IMAX is a theater, not a camera.
No, it's a type of film. They shoot with an IMAX camera.
Really?
Yeah. So like, he's at home with like a 14-story screen watching us.
That really makes me want to improve my skin.
I totally, like, it was like huge, I'll bet, when people were looking at it, like, just, like big, you know? Because that's how, when people see them kissing like that.
The point is,
Right?
the point is that it bothers you so much, you should have done something about it.
In the middle of a game?
You can't complain that 9-year-olds are making out on television.
Yeah, you can't complain,
You
man.
can't complain. You're complicit in it. You
I mean-
might as well have taken 2 9-year-olds and put them face to face like that.
Once all those people see it, too, it becomes a whole different thing. Right? Whole different thing.
I'm making sure it's not happening again.
No, totally.
I've already called the
Even if-
schools. I've called the schools. I've said as a taxpayer, I don't want any sort of rigmarole or hullabaloo among these kids and their lips.
They don't use those terms anymore. It's like Sadie Hawkins. They move that stuff away.
Do you ever use the bathroom or do you just hover like a cat?
This is an important conversation. We're talking about the health and welfare of kids. 9-year-olds who are kissing prematurely.
Well, in case of an earthquake, you'll be the safest one in this conversation.
Yeah.
Wait, Reginald, have you even talked to their parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're only across the street. Have
'Cause-
you even talked to their parents?
Because you know how many people were in the stadium, like how many? Because if that many people saw them, right, then maybe someone has already
told the parents. Already
about it.
told them.
Right. Yeah. Did you?
No,
Oh.
because everyone saw it.
Right.
It's like the whole thing where if everyone sees an injury, no one calls 911 because we all assume everybody else did. That's why so many people die every day.
Wow. Just took it to a whole different level.
You're right. I should be the one to call 911.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
For what? For kissing?
Well, to tell the parents. I meant it metaphorically. I'm not dialing 911.
Oh, okay. Because
I just thought of like all the epidemics that wouldn't happen if I had just like picked up my phone. I must be personally responsible for like 7 or 8.
Don't think about it.
I may have confused the situation here.
I might have been. I saw people littering. I'm the reason why there's poison in our groundwater.
No.
Your daughter, she in the middle of a game. You know Kenny, the Winston boy. He went to the game with all of us. And in the middle of the game, I don't know. Do you want me to come back?
I'm listening.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm listening.
Is there something wrong?
I'm listening.
She kissed him on the lips.
Holly did.
Holly kissed Kenny on the lips.
Right on the lips.
On the lips in the middle of a baseball game that was filled with at least thousands of people. Do you want me to come back?
Wait, was it? When was the game? Just like the other day?
It's like 4 days ago, yeah.
Yeah. No, we were there.
Yeah. No, we bought the tickets. That was
It was the whole Girl Scout.
Well, that's why it was. We all brought our kids, but I thought maybe you didn't see.
It was the girl. It was like
Good one.
the
'Cause you two
brownies
weren't
walking
there when
over
that
the
happened.
bridge and
Right.
becoming a Girl Scout.
It's moving.
Oh, you two. I mean, you weren't there. I'll come back. I can come
There's
back.
a problem with Holly. We'd like to know about it now. I mean, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to know
It's
about
really
it. It's
important.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't there when it happened. And I thought you would have known about it, but this is shocking that you're shocked.
I was there, but I don't remember watching that. Do you remember
No,
watching it?
I remember.
What were you doing?
I remember that you were wearing
What were
that
you doing?
special perfume.
Oh, right.
That was you?
What?
I thought someone had just brought a peach. That's uncanny.
It's a special scent we picked up in Tennessee. It's called Coal Miner's Daughter.
It just kind of, and it just kind of makes you feel like peach. You know how peach has that like fleshy kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
So when you bite into it, you can just kind of feel a little bit of
I
fun
want
on
to
your
bite
tongue.
into it.
This is where your daughter gets it from.
What?
This is where your daughter gets it from. You're acting inappropriate right now. This is public. Your house,
This is my house.
right?
There are no cameras in here.
But your house is in public. It's on a public street. I live on this street. My argument may be thin, but the logic is there. She sees this. She sees this. And
Good.
this is what you
Good.
do.
A healthy, natural, sexual relationship.
Once you go through puberty, yes, she's 9.
No, but they put hormones in the milk.
Right. Happens a lot earlier these days.
Yeah.
They have changed names.
We are prepared.
They have totally updated
are.
everything.
We are totally prepared.
Seriously.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was going to go organic, and then I
Seriously.
realized I'd lose my libido.
Yep. We can't have that. No, totally. So, it must be upsetting then for them to have thought about like their kid is kissing that way. Right?
I left so many leftovers on plates.
No,
of food.
let it go, let it
I
go.
could have like boxed it up and given it
No,
to
it's not your
Ethiopia.
fault. It's not your fault. You gotta stop thinking about it. It will just don't think about it. Don't.
I've already thought about
No,
it.
stop. You gotta stop. You
I've
can't.
already thought.
It's not a full.
It's already happened.
You gotta stop with that. With the thing.
Clean slate.
Just stop with it.
It's like that article about that guy who was part of the Aryan nation. He just had 25 surgeries to have his tattoos removed from his face. I
did not read that.
I have spiritual scars that I gotta get removed.
I don't.
How come it's okay for kids to kiss in public and adults to kiss in public, but teenagers can't be friends?
I'll answer that, but first off, I'd feel more comfortable if you sat on the other side of the desk. I like to have the room available so that people can feel free to be wherever is going to help facilitate conversation a little better. But I'm feeling just slightly uncomfortable because this side has all the student files.
I have, I
it's got my
have trust
paperwork.
issues.
Okay.
And I really gotta make sure I see the door wherever I am.
Sure, I understand that.
So
So
if I sit across the desk from you,
you won't be able to see the door.
and people will attack me.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You sit behind the desk then. Okay.
Okay.
You can have my chair if you want.
Okay.
and I will sit on the other side of the desk. Then you can ask your question.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Go. I would have thought your chair would be more comfortable than mine.
No, I like it to be very firm. Your question.
I want to know why we can't touch each other in the hallways anymore or be friends.
Before I answer the question, I just have to say I have a full view of the door from this seat. So I think your logic about why you didn't want to sit here was actually, see, that's what I was afraid of. Look in that file.
I want to see what I did.
No, you can't look at your own file.
But I've already lived it.
That's very true. But we don't show the files to students, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Tell you what, you make it so we can be friends in the hallway again?
Yes.
And I won't look at the files.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I talked to your parents. I didn't meet your parents, but I just wanted you both to know
Okay.
that what you did at the baseball game was inappropriate. And I don't know what's wrong with your family.
There's nothing wrong with my family.
I did a lot of reading about milk. And your parents are full of shit.
I would still like to be able to go see Holly at her house, if that's okay.
Are her parents going to be there?
Well,
Yeah.
there's
No.
supervision.
No.
Would
If
like
you want to go visit Holly, you're going to have to call me.
That makes no sense. You're not my parents.
No, you're not mine either.
I know, but
So-
I should be.
Are you trying to kidnap me? Is this what's going on? Are you
No,
kidnapping
no.
I will
no.
save you.
Yeah.
I'll save you.
Thank you, Kenny.
You bet.
Sure.
No! Okay, and then you were there and you just let it happen again? You were actually in front, you were like a half a foot away from him this time.
Well, there was less people than the stadium then, because before, remember, there was like, they were all the, but this time it was just one. What?
When's the last time you went to the bathroom?
I am busy having a conversation here. Okay?
He does have a valid point. I mean,
It's important.
what am I gonna do? It's a private place.
Right.
You got yourself into real trouble this time. Because
Yeah.
you weren't there. You called them over. Where were you?
I was at Kenny's.
You're a witness.
You went into Kenny's house, a 9-year-old's house, without his parents there.
It was his parents' house, not his house. A 9-year-old doesn't own a house. And yes,
They have got a lot of money, so I don't know.
Kenny's parents,
What?
and I'm friends with me.
Yeah.
We all do things.
I feel like this is one of those moments I should be taking out my cell phone.
And calling 911.
Yeah. On you.
Something happened, and if you don't, it's going to ripple.
Right.
Are you being metaphoric, or are you going to call on me for doing something bad?
I don't know. I just got done vomiting for 5 hours.
How? The bathroom is clearly in use.
No, I mean, it's.
Make a decision. We're reaching a point.
I know, I want to get to the point before I go. Go. I want the point first.
No, I meant go. Get to the point.
No, the conversational point.
Right.
Right.
When I said go, I meant get to the conversational point.
Oh.
You can't get until you go.
Okay, so it's got to be the two. Oh, you're now stop it. Serious. Stop. Stop.
It's one chair. I can't go anymore. It fell. That is the stop.
No, you You threw it, and that's anger.
That's like seeing a car crash into a wall and going, stop!
I feel like I should be.
You would call an emergency, that wouldn't happen.
Should I be calling? I feel like I should.
I don't know, but
This could be precipitation of something really bad about to happen.
hit somebody.
That was just a loud fixing. You two figure it out. If you need me, I will be at Kenny's place using the bathroom.
Why would he go to Kenny's to use the bathroom when he's got his own bathroom?
I don't know.
That's not right.
I'm just gonna put this away
Okay.
until I figure out what I was really supposed to be upset about. I'm gonna call the hospital on you if you don't go to the bathroom.
Well,
That's a condition. They have pills for that.
What?
Diuretics.
Yeah, what?
Pills. Things that make you
For what?
get rid of the fluid in your system.
I can get rid of the fluid in my system anytime I want. I just want to finish the conversation before I go. It seems to me like there's a lot going on here that needs to be covered.
I've gone to the bathroom twice. I left and came back. You're still on the same time.
Well, it's because the conversation was still going on.
Do you want me to turn on a program of like nature and
No,
water?
God, then there'll be more things to talk about.
Janice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Janice.
Yeah.
Janice. Your file is gone. Remember that conversation that I had?
I did. I do.
Remember?
Conversation.
Do you?
Don't touch people in the hallway.
Right.
What does that have to do with the file?
And that I have cameras
Oh, man.
everywhere. Right? Oh. How did that end up in your book bag?
I took it.
That was being sarcastic. I know you took it. Okay.
No, no, no,
I have
no,
a camera
no,
right
no,
here.
I mean, I took it.
That picture doesn't. How did you find out where I live?
Anyone with that many cameras has a big camera bill.
Okay.
I used Instamatic and got sepia. I think it's more tasteful.
It's very artistic. Just so you know, my wife and I aren't normally this affectionate. This is a rare moment.
Okay. Well, you know, Rob Lowe only got in trouble once. That officially makes it rare.
No, gentlemen. Actually, right there, very, very close. Very close. Up. Line up.